Alright, YouTube, we are back, and today we have an adventure. Now, earlier in the day, I overdosed on coffee. I drank one of these, and then I filled it up again. Actually, I drank it down. I probably drank, hold up, let's be real, I drank two of these. Let's be honest. Started really, it did not work for me, dude. So, first lesson of the day is do not drink that much coffee. Now that we're back in place, we'll get this video started. Nathan does not want to be filmed, but he's on the walk for today. So, today we're talking about, well, honestly, there's a lot to talk about in all of this time we have. Well, today is an adventure, and bro, my cats will love this, dude. That's dope. Yeah, so do you want to film this video? You want to be our filmer, bro? He doesn't even want to be the filmer, dude. So today we're talking about, besides overusing things, we should really talk about moderation. So this can go with anything. This can go with technology, drugs, rap battles. See, if you go too far in anything, eventually you're gonna find yourself lost. So this adventure that we're on right now, we're finding ourselves to be in. It starts here, though. These videos just keep getting more and more off topic. Like, there is no topic. There was one, but I decided to forget about what I was gonna film. So I just kind of forgot what we were gonna film. So this might be titled just like Walk with Nathan to the Store. And we talk about dopamine usage in the last video, and actually no. So I had some time to think about the video idea, and I still don't have one. So, I mean, we just passed the store. Okay, we're just not going. Alright. Well, yeah, the video before this was isolation and how important it is to socialize, and the video before that was dependence on dopamine and less detachment but more desire for a fixed outcome. This happiness is not going to bring us anywhere, and today is kind of like managing happiness. Well, first of all, you don't want to drink 2 things of coffee, because you will not be happy after that. Second of all, it's good to understand what makes you happy and where to find this happiness. Like, I don't know. For me, it's just like walking right now. My happiness is good. So awesome. Yeah. Really out here just going. So, I guess we're going to college. Also, I had a perfect idea. I don't actually remember what it was about, though. So for today's video, we can really talk about like reaction, I guess. So say you hold something in life, now the first thing would be to react to it. Like, we're all gonna have some sort of reaction. So my reaction today was kind of just like, it was more out of like love. It wasn't really out of like, hey, this person's being a whatever. Like, so I really just want to like let y'all know how to react to situations that might bother you. And even if you react to them in a positive way, it will still leave some sort of lingering pain. So, I'm taking this from personal experience. These videos are all from personal experience. So we're talking about an insult, right? I go to the bathroom, listen to music, throw my bag down, and this one roommate of mine I'm living with, basically, he calls me a weirdo, bro, for no reason. Is it because of the bag I set down, or what? Is it because of my hair being dyed, or whatever? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Either way, calls me a weirdo. I hit him back with that "I love you," and this "I love you" was like really from my heart, bro. So he calls me a weirdo again. I hit him back with "I love you" again, and it was him getting meaner and meaner as I just continue to let him know, bro, I love you, bro. And that's how I went about with that. I'm saying this hurt me. This really did hurt me a lot. Especially when somebody you think is cool, you think you open up to them enough to be comfortable around them, and they start going around insulting you, bro. So basically, how we react is probably the most important step to not giving into energy. Keeping the energy that was started from the beginning of the journey and keeping it all the way through. Even if it causes us to feel hurt. Either way, we're getting hurt. But I know in my heart, I ain't coming around and saying nothing back. I did get angry today. I was just angry at this energy around me because, first of all, I drank way too much coffee, so I was already kind of starting to crash out mentally, not crash out everywhere. But the video that they played on the TV, all this whatever that was going through my head, and then just like, let's just say people in general. I think I caused my own problems with the coffee today. I think I would have been fine and much better if I didn't drink coffee. I think some people, though, once that guy insulted me, really put me down. And from there, I just kept like hurting more and more and more to the point where I wasn't good anymore. And I just wish everything would go quiet. Like, I wish all these people would stop talking, the video would stop, and I could just sleep. And it really took me to just like, I don't know, it took me to think about YouTube and think about what I want to do, and not go home and say, let me go get some weed, bro. Let me smoke some weed, because everything would be better if I just smoked some weed, right? It really took me that the YouTube really saved my life in a way. Wanting to go out and film a video, it really saved me. And being asked to come out here was really, it was I was planning on coming out, but now I'm here now. So far we covered not drinking too much coffee, not giving into energy that might put us down, and the stresses of all of that aftermath of drinking too much coffee, because where it put me in how confused I felt and how I kind of felt like people were like messing with me. Maybe they weren't. Maybe it was the coffee, bro. Probably mostly definitely like the coffee, 100%. Now, coffee is good and stuff. It's just I don't know what I was doing. And if you do drink that much coffee, make sure you're drinking water with it too. Like, so we covered all this adventures today. What we were going to start to cover earlier in this video was moderation. We covered moderation of drugs, technology, but we never covered what moderation means. What moderation to me means the ability to do something without creating a dependence on it. Now, starting out with weed, I had insane moderation. Almost to the point where moderation was part of myself. Now, the more I smoked weed, I'm saying the more times I did weed, ran out of storage. Okay. Alright. So, this is a little bit dangerous, bro. I'm not gonna lie. This is crazy. But we're actually gonna try it right now. So we're chilling. So, yeah, the more times I did it, the less space there was between it. Moderation slowly, like, was not a part of me anymore. I went from once a week to every 2 days to every other day to once a day to twice a day to all day, every day. I never really had moderation though. There was video games, anything lost the ability to have moderation. No, that's not a good thing. I'm not the one to tell you the secret to moderation. I'll just tell you where I went wrong. When I enjoyed myself and looked for that same enjoyment. Now, what if I want to go on another walk tomorrow and think it's going to be just as awesome? Is it going to be just as awesome? Or is it going to be less awesome? Or is it just going to be the same? This is a question. This is not an answer. This is a question I have for myself. See, moderation. Over here we're talking about moderation as Nathan continues to smack the geek bar during this whole block. And therefore moderation just of the geek bar is not being moderated. So moderate yourself first. If we can live a life with moderation, then we could do anything we set our mind to. Without moderation, we'll be limited on everything we would want to do in life. This video is gonna take forever to edit, bro. I'm so for real. Where are we going now, bro? So yeah, that's kind of boring to think about. Like, who the heck wants to moderate how many video games they play? Honestly, bro, it don't matter. But I guess it does matter at the same time, though. out on a lot of things. I'm not saying that unmoderated use of whatever is going to be horrible, but it could lead to this dependency where you don't see, if I was planning on going to the store and be open to exploring life and new things happening every day. Yeah, you could every day is different, so you can't expect life to be the same thing that's trying to stop me from going outside for the rest of my life. In public, then yeah, it's gonna suck, dude. I'm gonna not want to go to public ever again. In that though, I'm gonna miss out on all the other things that happen besides the bad things. I'm gonna miss out on the sky and the deer and the birds and all the times my friend asked me to go out and I say no. That's a moment I missed, bro. Because at the end of the day, that walk with your friend could be the last walk you ever have with that person, or could be the last walk you ever have personally. I can't take this for granted. I can't take any minute in life for granted. No one can. As much as I didn't want to come outside, I said, let's do this, bro. Not to Nathan, but to myself. Because I knew I could film something and get some messages out from myself that maybe I've been hurting, or maybe someone's been hurting, and something in the words I say can be seen as, yo, that's cool, bro. Or maybe we just needed some exercise. Maybe y'all just needed to see the sky so you get inspired. I know this is straight from the top of my head, but I know we're getting inspired from everything we do. So I hope the nicotine that Nathan's hitting this whole time is not inspiring y'all to go smoke. But I hope this guy y'all see is inspiring y'all to go outside and get some fresh air. And the animals and the people and the cars, all this cool stuff is inspiring y'all to get some energy to make an attempt to go outside. What's gonna inspire me the most is going out for myself. If I can go out for myself, everyone can go out for themselves. Be safe with it though. Don't run in front of a car. Don't get to the point where you feel like you need to scroll on Instagram to find happiness. Because when you aren't happy to that point where Instagram's going to make you have some sort of happiness, then it's not an answer. Or that smoking weed is going to lift your mood up. If you're going to smoke weed, let's be honest, you should do it while walking, not while sitting in your house. Or you should go on a walk race, see if it makes you happier. And then when you're happier, smoke weed. Because all drugs do is enhance your mood. And if you enhance a negative mood, it's just going to make you sadder in the long run. And also, moderation too. We can't constantly enhance anything. All we can enhance is are knowledge. So enhance your knowledge before you enhance anything. And once you got some knowledge in your hands, once you enhance the knowledge in your enhanced, then your enhance has knowledge to enhance. If that even knowledge is out to be an enhancement, possibly enhancing the very enhancement within the reality. Everything gotta be something, bro. If I want to be enhanced, bro, I want to be enhanced by some crazy music or some cold brew, or just life itself. I don't need nothing to enhance me. Now, if I want to enhancement, then yeah, I might smoke some weed. But before I get to that point, I need to be able to feel enhanced by myself without the weed, which is important. Constantly using weed to be the only enhancement will not enhance your enhancement, but just enhance the lameness of the reality. And bro, I could be mad at the world. I could be furious at the world, bro. I could be so mad that I'm really furious. And I say this with the pain that's happened in my life, and this whatever's happened, it's caused a lot of just confusion, and I can associate that confusion with everything in life. If I continually associate all this pain with my life, I'm negatively dehancing myself. Please don't eat that, bro. That is so crazy, dude. Do you feel better now? Can I interview you real quick? Alright. I was gonna ask him if he feels better after hitting that 20 times. So I don't know, just enhance yourself by being alive. I met a lot of enhancements in life, and the best ones gotta be just going outside, to be honest. Just going outside and doing something that makes you think, bro. Whether it's going to the park in the middle of the woods. Nature saved my life. Nature really saved my life. Going to the park, even though I didn't want to, I came out of there feeling better than I did when I went in. I'm not saying nature is the answer, but I'm just saying sitting isn't the answer. I can tell you what not to do from my experiences, what not to do from my visions, not psychic visions, but visions of others. And a lot of people will just be themselves. I'm gonna be so for real. I don't know anything about people besides myself. I can't think for anybody but me at the end of the day. Now that's kind of makes sense, right? Because I don't know what's in Nathan's head right now. Maybe what I'm talking about's in his head. Or I don't know what's in the guy's head that said something mean to me. I can't try to figure other people out. The only thing I can do is figure myself out, for real. And that means just I guess we're not going. So figuring myself out is crazy. I also want to talk about your environment and what's in your head changes the way that we think. Now, most of the time we don't have the ability to change the way we think. But on my personal note, me personally, music is extremely important. Now, the music I listen to is gonna be how I start living my life or whatever. I need a drink some water. And the way I listen, what I listen to matters too. Music that associates love and peace and happiness and exploration with a bit of partying, that's kind of where I'm at, bro. I know there's a lot of music out there and I feel it, but music that's, I'm not gonna be like anything about anyone, I swear, bro. I'm just saying, if the music we're listening to is talking about killing people, bro, and stealing, I'm not gonna say stealing is like, it's up to whoever steals, bro. It's not up to me to tell you what stealing is doing. But if I put that in my brain, then I'm gonna go around thinking, oh wait, it's cool to, nah, bro, because I'm not thinking I want to hurt people, bro. Like, never, bro. I'm not out here to hurt people, bro. I'm out here just being me, bro. And I can't say much more than that. Life is always gonna be changing. Always gonna be moving. There's always gonna be things that happen to us. There's always gonna be people saying things to us. And there's always gonna be something that's gonna be something. And if something makes it so I can't go outside, then that's not how that works, right? Right? That's when you guys say right, because nothing is stopping me from going outside. Not any insult, not anything anybody said. As long as you know in your heart, this is important too. Know who you are and who you aren't. Set a defining definition of the person that we are. And with this, I might end the video. But if we don't define who we are and we let music define us, it's talking about hurting people. Eventually, I'm not saying we're gonna hurt people, but we're gonna be defined by that. Or if we let bad friends define us by influencing us to do bad things, eventually we're defining ourselves with those people. So we do have a choice of where we're at and who's defining us at the end of the day. There's always a choice. Always a choice. Nothing's stopping us from anything in this life. Unless there's something stopping us. And I'm gonna be honest. Lots of things can stop us. But that's figured out through time. I was on some meds that were like antipsychotics. And then I was also on some antidepressants. And within this, I didn't find myself getting better. I felt myself getting worse. And worse and worse and worse and worse. Within time, I realized that was holding me not all the way back, but back enough that I wasn't experiencing my reality for what it should be. And it doesn't have to be some horrible anything. It could be something that makes you happy. Is it really making you happy? Or is it just holding you back from other things? Because there's so much that can bring us forward, and there's so much that can keep us still, and there's so much that can hold us back, and there's so much that never happens. Depending on what kind of person you want to be, or you are, then that's up for every individual person to find out for themselves. It takes time to understand yourself, and it's important to understand yourself and to love people and to give yourself out to people so they understand you. And you're gonna get hurt. We're all gonna get hurt, bro. We're all gonna feel pain sometimes. I gotta go, bro. You got a phone? Oh, yeah, I got his number, bro. Love you, bro. Yeah, so there is no feeling. Better chill out before this film gets removed or whatever. I hope I don't get famous, so this gets me kicked out of this facility for recording. Because let's just say I shouldn't be recording, but we're good, bro. Peace and love. You got anything to say? Nope.